What's the crack? It is currently 2 in the morning. And I've started about 50 million things in the past 5 hours. Except stuff I should be doing. But like, I've done my exams and I've done my work. I think I'm gonna enjoy fruits of my labour for a little bit longer. That being free time. Went to a thrift shop the other day, got a does that come up in the video? Like, I just saw a big thumbs up because it clearly saw my thumb. That was weird. I wasn't expecting that. But no, I went to a thrift shop the other day and got, the deal was everything you can carry, like anything you can carry and leave the shop with for 10 quid. I got a lot of clothes, which was nice because of stuff I'd love to stuff I love. So I'm in the process of cleaning that now. But no, I think I might start making these videos regularly because I used to make them when I was a kid. I don't know. A thought occurred to me recently that the most honest and authentic version of anyone, and the truest form, well, that's what's implied by the most honest and authentic version of anyone, I reckon, is their childhood self. And obviously, I think some things are, relatively speaking, but like I'd say I came from a pretty good, very loving childhood where I was allowed to express myself very freely. I was brought up with a lot of love, fair amount of discipline. I was taught good manners and all those things necessary to be a good person, I believe, or at least know, or at least want to be willing to be. But more importantly, what I'm thinking about is, like, the world is very oversaturated, and honestly, it's easier to just be aware of it and just be aware of it as a statement, and it's easier to just forget about it sometimes, especially when I come from somewhere that's like not a war torn country. But yeah, I'm very tired. I should be asleep. But what I was gonna say was, oh, I might be dyslexic. What I was going to say was, it's very oversaturated, and with that, like with uni, with academia, like studying biology, takes a lot. It has taken a lot out of me. Don't get me wrong. I love what I study, and I love being a student. I love learning and researching to an extent, and I love creating. There's so many things I love. People who know me know I'm like all over the place, but like I'm not all over the place, like out of control. Like, I just do so much, and I love to do so much, and it's not in an arrogant way, I would like to imagine. I just find joy and creativity in a lot of areas. And I've found with that, as I've gotten older, and yeah, it's been a busy year, but it's been up and down, a lot of roller coasters. But I found as I've gotten older, I've sometimes found it harder to understand myself and feel authentic. like towards myself. Like, do I know where I'm going? And obviously, this is a tried and told tale. Young, like nobody really knows and stuff, which is fine. Life has no meaning, so make meaning in it. That's the whole. If there were a point to it, I think that would be the point to it. Because you only die once. You have the opportunity to live every day, but you don't know how many days you're gonna live, so you only die once. That is certain. So what's to stop you? Why waste potential when you can? There's thoughts, and thoughts are nice, yeah, but then go do stuff. And these are things that they're not always easy to execute. Like, I'm scared. I'm very scared of my own potential because I very clearly can see myself doing things that would be an absolute dream, but I'm also terrified of the potential risks it requires to be that brave and do those things. But what would be worse? Trying and failing, or not trying at all? Yeah. But like, back to like authenticity, I think that's what I'm trying to do right now. It's just get back to the kid in me. Because kids really don't, like, they're very simple creatures. And so are happy people, as it tends to be. Don't get hung up on, obviously, the older you are, the more aware you are of reality and stuff. But just because there are things you can and can't control, and that's reality, doesn't mean you can't take control. Like, it's about reality is what there is, that we're, as far as we're aware of, and the older you get, the older I'm getting, I think one of my goals is being able to distinguish what I can control, what I can't control, and what I can control. And when I realize when I establish what I can control, there's more possibilities for me. Say I find out one new thing every single day for a year, hypothetically, that I can take control of and change and influence in some way, however I see fit. Or just I can influence it, period. In a year, that's 365 new different things that I can control. There's so many possibilities. My main one's like, and I've got ambitions of music, acting, dancing, singing, doesn't hurt, music, things like that, photography. But it's mostly those avenues. And I'm shaking a wee bit thinking about it, but because it's scary. But it's also really exciting. There's a thumb again. I don't know if that's gonna come up in the video, but there's a thumb emoji again. But yeah, I think that should be something I might be striving for, to be like 8-year old, 10-year old me again. Because he wasn't burdened by, he just wasn't burdened. I was joyful most days. And I went out and made stuff, and I didn't care about failing. I didn't worry about failing because I wasn't doing it for monetization, and I wasn't doing it for. And like, even before you try stuff these days, sometimes it feels like, what's the monetary value? What's the value of this in terms of publicity, monetary? Whether you're an influencer or not, I don't know what I'm trying to be right now, but like, this is just like what feels like. Because I wanted to do this when I was younger. I wanted to make videos. I wanted to just, I don't know, express myself. because I share my views. I'm not preaching. I'm not telling people what to do. I'm not doing anything in particular. I'm not doing it for anyone. Just enjoying myself, expressing myself in a particular avenue. So, yeah. Have a good night or good morning, I suppose.